right, guys. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, April 2nd.
We were this close.
All right,
morning.
what are we doing today?
Hey, we're live on the internet.
We
AI
are
box design.
right. So right off the bat, we're going to design some packaging live here in the next few minutes using AI, simply AI, and a couple of images. So pretty stoked. I think if you've got any questions on how to do this, or if you want to add your 2 cents into the design, let's do it. Before we do that,
Start
Yeah,
the
Adam
intro
Peake.
music in the middle of my talk.
well,
though.
not yet, because we got to introduce you. You got Adam Peake, host of People Packaging Podcast. We got Corey Connors, host of Sustainable Packaging Podcast.
Good morning.
And you got me, host of Packaging Unboxed. Check us out.
I'm wearing my UW Stout.
All right, so let's
the vibe. The intro music
get started.
vibe, dog. Let's go.
It is. It's all vibes, no facts. All right, so we are. First question right off the bat: how long before AI completely eliminates the need for human designers?
Tomorrow.
I'd say by Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah,
April 2nd, Fool's Day.
That's right. We're not even going to be doing podcasts anymore. It'll just do this for us. Actually, it can do this for us pretty much.
Maybe it's doing it right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it'll be pretty quick. And Prachi, I think the one thing to think about too is from a design standpoint. Right now, we're designing for humans, so we're designing things to get you to buy things off shelf. But really, in the next 5 years, we're going to be designing AI. It's going to be designing packaging for AI users to select and purchase products on your behalf. So that'll be scary.
I hate that.
Whole new level.
But you hate that? All right, so our buddy,
I don't want
Ryan
AI,
Fox.
AI making decisions for me for what I need to buy. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, AI will know you better than you know yourself.
It
probably
won't.
does already.
No, because I'm
Yeah.
confusing it.
Right, so our buddy Ryan Fox is launching a brand, or has launched a brand,
He has a t-shirt brand called Fox in a Box.
Fox in a Box. We're going to design packaging for this. Ryan didn't ask us to do this. Ryan doesn't even know. He's probably not even watching. If you're watching, Ryan, let us know. And
sure.
while you're at it,
Not even
everybody
watching it.
let us know where you're watching from. Prachi, where are you watching from? And then if you know anybody that should be watching this and learn how to design packaging with AI, tag them in the comments, because I think this should be pretty terrible. Before I share my screen, I'm going to go ahead and upload a picture of Ryan Fox without his permission, unfortunately. Sorry, Ryan. We love you.
I'm texting him right now.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
Why can't AI just text for me? It's ridiculous.
It should have known that you wanted to text him.
It can. What's next?
AI can't text.
What do you mean it can't? I set mine up to text. Yeah, Chris, 100%. Yeah, yesterday was the big message. Sam Altman saying that the GPUs were melting. Too many people were doing too much. Too many image generation. So they've limited, if you've got the free version, they're limiting you to like 3 images per day. And then they're actually saying they won't generate certain images, even though they should be able to, but they're just working through a bunch of these issues. Raji watching all the way from Mumbai. Thanks for watching. We got Chuck McAllister watching from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for joining. And Chris from Colorado, from the sunny, the Sunshine State.
Sunniest state in the union. 300 days of
That's right.
sunshine this year. Colorado. Get going.
All right.
Fox in a Box.
I'm going to zoom in here so you can see this. What can I help?
How do you do that?
with?
How do you zoom?
I go like this.
I think we talked about a cereal box, right?
Soak.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, let's,
All right.
let's put a
So
t-shirt
first
and a
off,
cereal.
let's go ahead and just we're going to set the stage with this.
We are going to design packaging for
brand called Fox.
Remember, people listen to this podcast.
That's right. That's right. They can hear me typing away.
Yeah, that was the worst podcast time ever. Okay, first let's do this. Clickety click click clickety clack clack clack.
Yeah, so we're design packaging for a brand called Fox in a Box. Ryan Fox, his image has been uploaded for your reference. Ooh, a shoebox. That could be cool. Let's
Okay. Yeah,
That
he's
makes
pink
sense.
Converse. He
Yeah,
wears the pink
Yeah.
Converse. Yeah.
Yeah, good call,
shoebox
Chuck.
style construction. And we need a logo for it. So we need a logo for
Can you tell it to
Fox in
make
a
it
Box.
corrugated material?
Let's see. Make it out of corrugated material. What, Chris? What style should we do this in?
Didn't we say shoebox style?
Yeah, but like design wise, should this be minimal? Should this be like athletic?
Oh, graphics.
yeah,
Got it.
visual. Yeah. So what do you guys think?
I think
where
Ryan likes hip hop music and punk and ska and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think kind of punk rock style.
Yeah. I like it. Ryan says
All
he's
right,
on the
so-
way.
All right. So what are we doing? We're doing streetwear inspired with a flair for punk and 90s hip hop.
Vintage.
Graphics.
Vintage
Maximalist.
makes sense. Ooh, maximalist.
We're gonna make this. We're gonna melt Sam Altman's computers right now.
I like it. Let's see what this is going to be fun. All right.
And then I'm just gonna do generate image
Okay.
and go. All right. So the reason I said to generate image is because usually, if you don't ask for it, it'll just tell you what it's going to do, and it'll give you like a full rundown list of, oh, we're going to do this and this and this, and you're like, great, just make it. But it does take a little bit of time to generate this image.
What program are you using, Avelio?
Yeah, so this is just ChatGPT. We need an easier way to find your live events.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying how LinkedIn does it. It would be nice if we could just
have like
I don't know,
one link.
Let's figure that out. One link
I
to
think
rule them all.
You can go to any of our pages, right, and click on a link.
Yeah,
there
but it's
'cause
not
we're
on.
speaking.
It's not on the page though. It just shows up in the feed, and you have to go.
So
It
you
is.
have to
It is
post.
kind of annoying to find.
100%. LinkedIn.
So if you're
Let's
listening,
take care of this.
LinkedIn, help us out.
I guess YouTube. If people just subscribed to us or to you, Avelio, on YouTube, then they would get a notification.
Yeah, for sure. So we're starting to see this image, and you can see how long it takes. This is like real time. It takes a little bit.
Let's go! Hurry up!
Look at this, man.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty good. It's a good looking shoebox, right? You got the pick hole on the side.
Oh, I
You
love
got
it.
a perfect image of Ryan Fernandez and Red Fox up here. And
I feel
the
like
Fox-
his logo should be a BMC though, because that's what he's always done.
all right,
we
so
should-
let's do.
Maybe we could
All right,
update.
yeah, so let's
Do you
let's,
think they would know what
zoom
a BMC
out.
is?
of this image and add a BMC. What is a BMC? It is a box.
Maker's certificate. I know you didn't need me to say that, but
We do need you to say that.
I did.
Right. This is,
I
one's
figured you
pretty-
could type and I'll speak.
Yeah, so this one's pretty quick. What else do we need? We need more color.
Yeah.
I was
It did make
thinking
it corrugated. It went right to craft.
he likes pink and brown, and maybe you could do like ska checkers or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a great point from Prachi here that
Mhm.
I do think that AI right in its current state is really good at generating some of these concepts, but there is a world in which it can generate emotional storytelling, and even take a concept and lay out a structural, like it can engineer it and lay it out, and eventually you'll have to tell the story, but it's pretty good at crafting the story. Don't threaten me with a good time.
No, and Catherine kind of agrees with Prachi, I believe, is what you're saying. I think Sam Altman released a poem written by ChatGPT the other day, and it just was like, even though it was written in an emotional tone, there was just no emotion to it, right? You just don't connect quite yet. But it's it's still learning. If we think back to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was nothing, and look what we're doing with it today. It's pretty amazing. And then you take different companies that are doing things in AI, like the Esco, the Pacdora. All these companies are coming up with some really cool stuff that are, being able to generate images and then lay the flat die line and put artwork on all different panels, and then being able to change the construction. And it's pretty amazing where this is going to go in the next few years. But this is just the beginning. I mean, this is just this week that you're able to do this level of detail. Starting to look more like me than Ryan Fox, to be honest with you.
This is
looks like a cousin of mine.
I think for the people who are our age, I've described this as like when
early 30s.
like the Netscape came out, when Netscape came out in like the 90s, and it was like, oh, this is really cool. Like if you remember the beginning stages of the internet, that's the iteration that we're at right now. So just look at where we're at today, and technology ramps up quite a bit, and it scales faster. And so I think that's where a lot of the ideations are coming from. Create the dueling.
Can you, Avelio, can you zoom in on the BMC that it made? Yeah,
it didn't make the round standard, but it says what, 26 ECT.
That's cool.
And then something that you can't really read.
Are those does it just sometimes add text in just for a placeholder?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But it's given the black, the pink, the green that we kind of asked for. It kept the same Fox logo, which is kind of cool.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like the ska checkers for him. I think that's a cool. So, Mr. Fox, if you're listening,
he's
let
on.
us know.
Matt Burns, I think this is mostly in the paid ChatGPT.
You can use the free one, but it limits you to 3 images per day at the moment.
Got it.
Yeah.
And it's $20 a month for the paid one, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the first paid level. And then Brian Franz saying that he's used this for making an action figure of yourself. So it's pretty good at taking an image that you upload and then using it. I've been testing it doing sketches. So I'll create sketches, I'll throw it out there, and I'll ask it to render it using the exact layout in the sketch, and it's doing pretty good. And I ask it to throw some color in there. It's a good job. It's not great. You can see this die line here is terrible, but this is exactly the way that all die lines come out of this thing. It's just boxes. Tells you the different panels. There are like 5 panels.
So this is where I think like training a GPT, if you were a designer and you were only designing corrugated, and you could take every die line basic construction, upload it to your own corrugated design GPT, and then it will learn what that is. So if it's an RSC, or if it's an whatever the FOL or an HSC, whatever those things are, it'll learn what those things are, and then you can say to it, or shoebox die line, right? So you take an actual created die line right now, you can go train the GPT, and then it will just create it based on the dimensions that you tell it.
That's really cool.
Evelio is typing. I need to make an advertisement for this brand. Can you generate a model holding the box with the text "Buy a fox in a box" today? Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Infinity Stone.
Well, Joe's saying that it kind of looks like a pizza box.
I think she's
kinda,
right.
It kind of does. But isn't that a shoebox too? Sort of.
It is.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. Yeah. The only difference is that you got a pick hole versus a steam hole at the top. But you're right. It's not the greatest.
I think it'll produce 3D rendered PDFs, right, Evelio?
Yeah, absolutely. So Chuck's asking if you asked to produce it in a 3D format. It won't be like an actual 3D file. It'll be a flat image, but you can export it in a couple different things. But let's see. Let's ask it. So what, like a SolidWorks file, like a CAD file? What's it, like an ARD? What kind of file do you want, Chuck? Let's see what it can do.
We're way over the 10 minutes that I promised. Actually, no, we did. We designed the box in 10 minutes.
We did.
I put on LinkedIn. We're doing this in 10 minutes. And we did. Now we're playing. You've entered into overtime. And Russell Westbrook is about to miss a layup and then foul a 3-point shooter with 0.1 seconds to ruin a 60-point triple-double by Jokic. That might have happened last night. Avelio, I know you stayed up late watching in double overtime.
I love golf. It was great.
Yeah, big water polo fan.
All right, so you've got an ad. We've asked it to create this ad, buy a fox in a box. I didn't ask it to use the colors.
Oh, that's cool.
But it did.
That is kind of cool.
It wrote everything.
I like the foxtail there. That's really cool.
Ryan, how do people actually go buy your t-shirts?
Yeah, put a link in the chat, my friend.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And then we want a DXF file, apparently, is what Matt Burns says.
All right, perfect. So let's see.
So it can generate that, and then you can use that for producing packaging. Is that what you're saying?
A DXF file?
Yeah.
That would be for like a 3D rendering that you could sort of spin around and. So what prompt are you using, Evelio? My eyes can't.
I'm saying generate a 3D CAD DXF file of the box artwork.
Okay.
And then it says it can't.
Retry.
Yeah, retry. No.
You have to ask it, please. Yeah.
I do. I speak to my future overlord in a kind way because I'm afraid when it takes over, it'll be like, that Adam guy was actually really nice to us. He wasn't so demanding.
He wasn't rude. Good.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan dropped a link.
Perfect. Since it can't do 3D files, I've gone ahead and asked it to create a high converting landing page for this brand.
Wait, I really hope this is true. That the fox in a box was an April Fool's joke, and now it's a real thing. That brings me so much joy.
I love it.
There's pre-orders left.
Ryan,
insane.
what do you think of the design? Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we should print it up at Moy in Canada with do some digital, make like 50 of them.
Yeah,
and have George make some. What do we think?
Costanza,
yeah, George Pereira. He was the one who alerted me of the Fox in a Box brand on George shared it on his LinkedIn page.
So it's having issues, and I think it's
melting.
That's pretty much what's happening.
It's time for us to go, is what it's saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, you guys wrap this up. This is too much packaging on ChatGPT.
Yeah, but
I agree, Joe. It looks
pretty
cool
quick.
with the color on the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. And the tail coming out, it makes sense. It's a good start for having used AI to create something. This is not a good design by any means, but just the fact that we were able to type in some stuff and have things come out, pretty cool. And then, having models with the right number of fingers, it looks like a real photograph of someone actually holding a box. Like shadows are all good. Like this is where things are headed. You've got like a 3D view of this. We can ask it to show it open. We can, we've gone from black and white to full color to full image. Uploading an image of a person and having it use that. So pretty interesting. There's just a lot, there's just a lot of stuff happening in AI. So definitely keep checking. This is just continuing to get better. Mm-hmm. But if you've got any questions, drop them in here. Thanks, Chuck, for being on here. Thanks, guys, for everyone being on.
Ryan, Matt, Joe, Ryan, Chris. We missed somebody. You guys are the best.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.